Welcome to Kidia Brief. I'm DBC. Okay, great. Our conversation today will focus on Google search and how AI will revamp the business model. Essentially, we're looking at the implication of AI chatbot and how these chatbots will certainly going to change not just the business model of Google, Microsoft, Baidu, and other companies that are actually playing in that space. So, what going to happen here is that the aggregation business model upon which these companies have been built over years, these models are going to change. What is this aggregation business model? You go to Google, you type a word, or you type something that you're looking for. And once you do that, quickly Google scans the web and possibly can help you figure out exactly what you're looking for. So Google makes suggestions on links based on the ranking of the possibility of the best possible destination for that thing that you're looking for. You click it, and then when you go there, you now read up and understand exactly what Google has for you. So the capacity for Google to actually rank effectively and now give you the best possible link will determine the usefulness that particular Google search has offered to you. And there is also a case where some companies now say, hey, if I can pay a little money to Google, Google can now place me higher up. I mean, there is a statistical correlation that if you are higher up, there is a certainty that you are going to be click more than if you are ranked very low. In other words, no one actually makes time down to click anything that is there. So it's a business model. You come, you search, Google places the links on top. And most of those links are going to be paid by people, paid by companies, paid by advertisers and merchants. So Google has done really very well doing this. And it has also become a very great symbiotic relationship. You use the solution for free, helping you to discover what you're looking for. Now, Google makes money because when you click that link, hey, you also help the merchant, which hopefully is not going to become very popular. And it can also make sales when you go there. So Google makes money. You use the service free. So I always like to say this, that you are hungry and you want to eat food. You go there, Google sends you a link where you are going to buy grocery. That grocery is basically the information content that you need. And that information content you need, you now harmonize everything and you go and prepare food and have a meal to eat. But we are now in a new territory. And that new territory is that you don't even need to go and buy the grocery items. Why? Because new species of technology systems called chatbots, AI systems that understand the nasus of natural computational language. And now, instead of going to different websites, sending you links to go there and read up, it passes that information and essentially gives you a very clean, decent summary of what you would have actually gone to those websites to scan. So you want to understand something, you type it. There is no link. They just serve you the mail. So right there, you start eating the mail without having to click the links to go and buy the items in the grocery shop. Which one would you prefer? Going to go shopping for grocery or just the meal is ready, eat it? But there is something that is missing. If they serve you the meat, serve you the meal, how is Google going to make money? Because the business model has been built on you clicking the links, but now you're no more clicking the links. And if the links are not being clicked, the revenue will disappear. So what happens? Google may now say, hey, for you to use my service, you need to pay subscription. It could be monthly, it could be yearly, or just in between. Because Google needs to pay the bills. So we've also seen something on chatbot plugs where people have to pay subscription. Therefore, use a better, more evolved version of that computational system. Microsoft Bing just recently noted that it's also bringing an AI system, of course, working with Chat GPT. But it's not going to ask you to do any subscription. Don't really worry because Microsoft doesn't really have anything to lose. The Bing is one of those also ran. It has no impact in the search engine business. It is basically forgettable product. So you can throw anything you can throw. After all, there is still Windows, there is still Office, there are still all those other solutions that Microsoft makes tons of money. So you can say, I'll give everything free. You don't have to pay for it. So what Microsoft is trying to do here is simple. Makes the search, at least improve the technology. And they want to expand that search result section so that that is where the mail will be presented. You don't have to click a lot of things before you can actually get an answer on what you're looking for. They will also add the links, of course, they need that, otherwise they won't be in business because they are not going to run subscription. That can do all those things because it has nothing to lose. But for Google, if Google does not offer the subscription and cannot optimally, let me say, add the links, because a huge percentage of the mail which is served through the summary that the AI system is giving to the user, that the user may not even need to click anything. You can see a hit on Google's revenue. It's just like when Apple changed the privacy setting. There was this massive unraveling in the technology world. It affected how marketing all those cookies, marketing all those software systems that actually make it possible for advertisers to target us when we're using our mobile devices. When Apple changed it, it changed everything. Disrupted the business model of Facebook. It changed the one of Snap. It basically affected many things that we know, because when Facebook struggles, the small companies under Facebook will struggle. When Snap struggles, the small companies under Snap will struggle. And even Amazon, because at the end of the day, there is a massive concatenation of these technology systems because they are all ICT utilities. They are all powering many elements of business. So let's see how Google will do this. But I can tell you one thing. You may be surprised of Google Search Plus. They call it AI chatbot. They have called it bad. You may get it that you may need a subscription. But that subscription may not be standalone. You can just bake it into one of these other Google products. After all, Gmail, you can pay for it. Is it $1 or whatever for 1 year? They can also say, hey, when you pay that, you have that premium service so that you can have a subscription that no matter what happened, they know that you've already paid for something, even when they're giving you the search. So you're going to see new business models emerging as a result of these new species of computational systems. And as they come into the market, companies now have to change how they play. The question is, how is it going to affect your own business? And how are you going to go back to the drawing board to make sure that you remain relevant? Because the world we live is certainly not going to be the same, at least in the consumer technology space. You're listening to BC Kekwe. I take it a brief.